Hello, you bunch of weirdos, and welcome back to the Manchester United career mode. And I have to say thank you. Let me kiss all your booties right here. Right there, because you guys absolutely smashed it on the last episode. Oh my god, it was the fastest video ever to hit 1,000 views and hit 200 likes ever on my channel. For that, I cannot say thank you enough. You guys seem to love it because in the last episode, we signed the best player in the world, Lionel Messi, for 80 million, and unfortunately we had to let Juan Mata go, and 700k in the wages. That's a lot of Skrilla, guys, which means we don't have too much left in the transfer budget right here. We got about 13.5 that we can play around with, and about 100k. But the plus side is we started this career mode in January, which means we can actually go after players that Manchester United are going after in real life. If that is something that you think is pretty interesting for a career mode, go ahead and smash that like button right now. If you can go ahead and hit 100 likes, I'm only asking for half of what we hit last time. Within 24 hours, I'll go ahead and release the next episode of this Manchester United career mode. And guys, these are a bunch of people that we have been linked to in the past, in the future. I mean, come on, Manchester United's been linked with almost everybody. Sadio Mane, I must say, probably the most realistic signing that we'll probably do in January. But here's another guy, Moussa Dembele, as well as I put ahead right there, Harry Kane really quickly, as well as Felipe Anderson, who we've been linked to for, it seems like, over a year now. And all these guys make a lot of sense, but I think this guy would make the most sense. There's not a lot of murmurs about him, but Dele Alli, we're playing the tiki-taka high press, and Dele Alli kind of fits that mold of a high stamina guy who can put in a shift in the midfield, but can also turn a pass and make a play. Yes, that could be interesting, but as you can see right here, we're going to start it out. We're going up against Bayern Munich in the preseason cup, and this is really going to test us. And the huge thing right here is, even though we signed Messi, he's away on international duty, so we won't be able to use him up against one of the best teams in FIFA 16, one of the best teams in the world. And of course, there's the narrative of Pep Guardiola returning to his team, you know, his old stomping grounds at Bayern. But as you can see right there, what a roster they have. And oh my goodness, that is what we play for, guys. The American Cup. That's what I dream of every single day when I wake up. It's like, gotta capture that American Cup. As you can see right here, we have Wayne Rooney in the center forward position in the false line, Anthony Martial out on the right, Memphis Depay out on the left, and then most of, you know, our typical characters are in the slot right here. As you can see, we started off very well. Now, a guy who's been much maligned in real life, Mr. Memphis Depay, had a really good showing in this match. As you can see, he turned provider right there. Now, as you were going to see right here, Wayne Rooney cuts it across. Memphis Depay passes on it, but Manuel Neuer, just Johnny on the spot. It's going to take a lot to get past him. But we were the better team in the first half. We had the better chances. But almost right off a kickoff, right, as you can see right here, 46 minutes, a simple over-the-top ball. And where were my center backs? Robin misses, but Rumours is there to go ahead and pounce like a predatory jungle cat. And just split, just a simple over-the-top ball split both of... Where was Chris Smalling? Where was Phil Jones' face? Frustrating, and then once they got the goal there, we still had a couple of chances. Ashley Young cutting in from the right back position right there. But as I said, it's going to take a lot to be arguably the best keeper in the world. And look at Lewo. Just, you give Robert Lewandowski an inch of space, and especially a second chance, he most likely is going to make you pay right here. But this is what I'm talking about. Memphis Depay is showing me something right here. Cuts inside, just does. In, who is that? Alaba right there? And unlucky once again. But then Schneiderlin onto the ball, fires it. And Benatia, good block off right there. Now Wayne Rooney does in the defender, cuts inside. And Benatia again, what a freaking beast. What an absolute monster right here. In the 90th minute, cleared off the line by Lum. Scissor kick by Anthony Martial. And that super is just going to go ahead and ride that out and kick it out of bounds. And much like real life Manchester United, we're hungry and we're searching and frustrated for goals, and we cannot score one. Terrible mistake, and that will go ahead and cost us my dream trophy, guys. It's a lot of heartbreak. Going on right now, but we won't be bringing home the American Champions Cup. And just look at them, bittersweet. But this is a good litmus test, boys. This is preseason, and it's a good litmus test. It's not like we were playing up against chumps, okay? Or even their second team. They had all the big guns out there. And we weren't good enough. And let's be honest, in real life, Manchester United isn't good enough to beat Bayern Munich right now. So we have that goal now. We have somewhere to go. As you can see right there, Real Madrid has rejected the offer for Wayne Rooney right there. We asked them if they wanted 50 mil, and here you guys voted, and you guys, and I'm gonna listen to you guys. You guys said you should sell him, but for the right price. So unless we get a right price, Wayne Rooney's staying at Manchester United, and that is fine with me. As we go in for other players right here, as I said, my interest in Dele Alli kind of fits the Pep Guardiola system. But now we're going to go ahead and be linking ourselves with other players that we've been linked with in real life, Gundogan, as well as Rosettes over there. And of course, Thiago, who was this close, I remember, was this close to freaking coming to Manchester United, but skeeted away. And now we need depth, guys. Playing in the game, I realized that, you know, Memphis Depay and Martial, but Martial's not really a winger. He could play out there, but we're going to go ahead and bring back Adnan Januzaj, as well as put Andres Pereira out on loan, because we need more creativity, we need more goals in the team. Now we're going to go, another position that we are really thin at is going to be at the left back and right back position. So we're going to go ahead and go in for this man right here, Yusuf Erdogan. Now this man is very, very interesting. If you take a look at his stats, he's one of the most attacking minded left backs that you can buy in the game, and I have a little bit of a secret strategy that I'll be revealing to you over the course of this career mode, guys. And of course, here are another couple players that we're kind of looking at. Harry Kane I've been flirting with, but I just don't think we have the skrill to go ahead and get him. Sergio Roberto would be another guy that I think would kind of be fitting in, and we're going to go ahead and put in a formal offer for Sadio Mane, who could play in that center forward position, we don't know. And we're going to get a transfer out right here. If we're bringing players in, we got to trade some people out. A lot of you guys would like just trade on Marion Fellaini. He won't fit the Pep Guardiola system. I beg to agree. And there we go, Yusuf Erdogan, going ahead and see if we can get something worked out between you and me. Yusuf, I want you on my team, Erdogan. Come on, Erdogan's come on in. Oh, and there we go, guys. And our second signing of this freaking series is going to be Dele Alli for the paltry price of $6,025,000 in wages. What? An absolute steal, and this is what I'm talking about. Extremely well-rounded, extremely young, and extremely high potential right here. Can put in a shift. He's okay at the finishing. He's decent. Almost at a 70. He can go forward. He can go back. Cam, CM, CDM. This is what I'm talking about. Such flexibility. He's nice and tall. He's got the flare and long shot taker trait. And there we go. With that, that makes Fellaini a little bit expendable. Unfortunately, Dele Alli probably doesn't slot into the first team right away, as he's going to have to try to beat out the likes of Andres Pereira, Schweinsteiger, and Schneiderlin. But he's going to be amazing off of that bench. And usually it's my midfielders that need a sub in during the middle of the game, so Dele Alli will be getting plenty of play time, but probably most likely off of the bench. But he's one for the future, and I can easily see him being the successor to Schweinsteiger in our system. And here's an interesting one, because I don't know if Real Madrid would ever, like, if Victor Valdez would ever want to go to Real Madrid, but hey man, I know Real got that money, so if you got that money, I don't care where I send you, Victor. You're surplus out here. Probably going to go ahead and send you out. And here's another guy who's been sort of linked more to Chelsea, but I think he's the perfect. He would be the PK of this freaking defense right here. He can play it out the back, and a guy that I don't have enough money to might really get him, but if I were to trade him, and this is going to be controversial, Phil Jones. Phil Jones face. I love Phil Jones face. Let me preface it. But if I could trade Phil Jones straight up for John Stones, ask any United fan right now if they would go ahead and do that deal, and I think they would agree with me that they would go straight up swap. I'm doing it because I think John Stones right now, even though I think right now John Stones is a better product right now in real life and even in the game, because I think he's got well, Phil Jones can do a pass too, but he can read the game really well. He's got that pace, and he can deliver a pass. And there we go, guys. Our third signing. It is coming fast and or furious right now. Phil Jones, straight up swap for John Stones, and there we go. We have the future England center back partnership done and dusted at Manchester United, and that's what England would want too, because you want those guys playing with each other every single week in, week out. You got Chris Smalling on one side, you got John Stones on the other, and you have just absolutely solidified that back line, at least for those two. Now at the fullback positions, I don't know, I'm a little bit up there. I don't exactly know what I'm going to do. I like Darmian, I love Luke Shaw, but Ashley Young, will he be in the plans? I don't know. And as you can see right here, because I've been straight swapping pretty much, I still have 13 in the wages right there, and we do go ahead and sell, I think, did we showcase? We sold Marion Fellaini, so we got most of that money back in the Dele Alli deal. So we're going to go in for a couple guys right here. Sergi Justice is we're just Sergio Roberto, and this is going to be the question of the day, guys. These are the two midfielders that I'm looking for depth. You know, kind of young guys that I can kind of bring up. Do we go in for the big bad Bowser, Ricardo Bowser from Ajax, or do we go in for Sergi Roberto? I'm going to leave it in a straw poll down below. You guys go ahead and vote. You guys, I'm going to be honest, you guys absolutely smashed everything except the voting. Apparently none of you guys like to vote. Remember, you have power in the vote. You have control over this career mode. Who do you want to see in here? The big bad Bowser or Mr. Sergio Roberto himself? Both of them are kind of built fairly similar. As you can see, we're going in for more attacking wingers here. I don't actually know if, you know, they're kind of more attacking center forwards in both Sadio Mane and also Leroy Sané. I don't know. Personally, Leroy Sané, a little bit more realistic as he is cheaper. And this is the man, Jeremiah St. Justy, or as I like to call him, St. Justice America. Because he came through the Barcelona system, I believe, while Pep was still there, and he's got pretty good potential for a center back, so he would offer us decent depth. He would be our second pairing along with Marcos Rojo over there. That is why I'm looking at that kid. But if you have any other cheaper options, go ahead, let me know in the comments down below. And as you can see right here, ooh, transfer offer accepted for Mr. Big Bad Bowser. We're going to go ahead. 45, very, very doable. As you can see, a paltry 5.5 for one of the highest rated, well, highest potential midfielders in the game. Can definitely put in a shift, at least in the defensive part. And there we go. Transfer offer accepted for Sergio Roberto. So there we go. Once again, remember to vote. Who do you want me to bring in? Sergio Roberto, he's got the Barcelona background, or Ricardo Bowser, the Big Bad Bowser, who is wanted by Barcelona right now, apparently. So we will see. And now we're going to go ahead and try to fill out our center back line. And if you're a Manchester United fan, you know you need plenty of center backs. You need plenty of center backs to go ahead and fill them out, because more often than not, probably one of them is going to get injured. And now, guys, here's the moment. The first match of the season. And this man makes his debut right here. Mr. Lionel Messi, the angelic Argentine, the Messiah. Rocking with the number 11. I know he's supposed to be number 10. But I don't believe in any scenario, if Wayne Rooney and Messi were on the same team, that Messi, he's a more humble guy himself, would try to take the 10 away from Rooney. Rooney's on the team for now. We don't know what the future holds for him. But for now, I'm putting at Lionel Messi at number 11. I'm going to keep Rooney at 10. And here's the interesting thing, guys. I'm actually not even starting Rooney in this one. Anthony Martial starts ahead of him in the center forward position. I just needed a little bit more of ejection of pace. And there we go. And we are off in the first half right here. And Lionel Messi with his first touch for Manchester United. What is he going to do? Cuts inside like he ain't even there. Oh my God, look at this. And then the Burma spin. And then he goes for the finesse of the long shot. And it took 3 Tottenham defenders to go ahead and stop that attack. And now Luke Shaw coming in. What is he going to showcase to us right here? Driven through ball right across the formation to Anthony Martial, who is showing Pep Guardiola that he can go ahead, and he's returning the favor for being started ahead of club legend Wayne Rooney right there. And I'll be fair, this isn't something that Wayne Rooney couldn't do, but this is excellent positioning, just playing off of the back shoulder of the final defender, and goes ahead once that is played, keeping discipline to staying onside, and the easiest to tap into Lloris left-handed. What was the defense going? And let me just say, amazing pass by Luke Shaw right there. He did 90% of that work. I'd say more like 75-25 right there, I say. But now, danger zone, 45th minute, halftime. We're gonna go in tied. I hate my life. Oh my God, the shot clock cheese, as Chris Move would like to say it right there. And yeah, there's gonna be no more time left, and that is how the half would end. We go in disappointed, but now we come out of the halftime. Could we get something right here? Look at this beautiful tiki-taka and Schweinsteiger. Oh, Oh, Swiney, why you gotta do it to him? But great team goal right here, as you can see. Swiney hit him with the dead fish. But it all started from the midfield, hitting it just one touch passing, playing it across Memphis, turn provider, giving the final touch right there. And Tottenham is absolutely torn apart by the intricate passing, a new look, intricate passing Manchester United. I'm starting, guys. I'm learning a little bit better to play with the false nine, to play a little bit more tiki-taka. I'm trying to get more beautiful team goals if I can right here. As you can see, beautiful pass right there over to Snyderland. What does he do? He cuts inside, laying it off over the top to Schweinsteiger. Can he get a brace? And unlucky off of the side. And no, these corners, man! De Gea, what are you doing? Since I knew De Gea... Okay, we're going to get the win. We're going to get the 3 points. And that's fine. But when did De Gea get so shit at quarters? I mean, maybe in his early years, but De Gea, you are suspect, son. Gotta get your game tight. Gotta get your game right. As my old football coach used to say, if it ain't tight, it ain't right. And that is going to be it for this episode of the Manchester United Career Mode, Episode 2. We go ahead and lose to Bayern Munich, but we do go ahead and get off to a rocking start. 2-1 win up against Tottenham Hotspurs in the league. And a lot more transfers, guys. A lot more transfers to come in the next episode. Who are we going to sell? Is Wayne Rooney going to stick with the team? Who do we bring in? Sergio Roberto, Bowser, Leroy Sané, Sadio Mane? Who knows? Who knows, guys? All will be told in the next episode. If you guys did go ahead and enjoy this episode, though, remember to go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new so you don't miss an episode of this amazing adventure we're going to be going on with Lionel Messi and Pep Guardiola at Old Trafford. You know, my name's B-. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember to stay yourself, stay humble, and be weird.